Man.
All right, you guys can go ahead with questions for Tyrese.
I guess it's kind of obvious we're sitting here in Ames, but how'd you come up with the name of your dog, Ames?
You know, what's funny is my girlfriend, we met here. She was a cheerleader here. Just being college kids, we were like, what would we name our kids if we had children? And Ames came up, and I was like, that's like sounds more like better for a dog. So that's just how we ended it. We wanted to do something that connected both of us, so it was an obvious decision.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
What's this experience so far been like, and what's it going to mean to you to have your name up in the rafters for as long as this building stands?
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. It's really special, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity. The last time I was here was senior night, 2020. And what's funny about that is, middle of my sophomore year, I probably realized that I was going to the NBA. Even not that I didn't want to, but I would have loved to be here as long as possible. And I think part of the reason that sucked is, like, I'd look up at the numbers and be like, dang, I wish I could get up there, but if I leave in 2 years, I probably got no chance, So I the idea of my name being anywhere in this building kind of gave that up, unfortunately. But it's a blessing that it's able to happen today, and I'm really excited about it. This place means the world to me, and I love Ames, Iowa. I love Iowa State University, and so the fact that I'm going to have something with my name on it in this building, I can't even express it in words what it means to me.
Tyrese, you mentioned it had been a couple of years. Just looking back at it, what do you have to say about the way that this university helped shape you as a player and a person?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big part of who I am, because I came here at 18 years old. I was didn't know how to do a ton of things by myself. Didn't know how to do laundry. Didn't know how to do the dishes. I had to kind of grow up pretty quickly. Thank God I met the love of my life here, and that quickly really helped change things for me. But I mean, that's in the life aspect. But as far as the basketball aspect, I really think it kind of just helped shape my work ethic. Obviously, to get here, I had to work my tail off. But I think when you're here and you have to manage your own time without your mom or your dad in your ear, it's a little different. And so when I came here as a freshman, expectations weren't really there. I just knew that I had to work really hard if I wanted to play. And so I just followed what the other guys did. And the reason that I'm here today is guys like Mario Shea, guys like Nick Weiler-Babb, guys like that is the reason that I'm able to sit here in front of you, because I got to, be with those guys every day, see how they work, and, shape my work ethic and everything I do around what those guys do. So, I think that's a big part of why I am where I am today, and I wouldn't be here without the opportunity that I got, to be a Cyclone.
And last one for me, just thoughts on what TJ has built over these 4 years and what makes him such a unique coach.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really cool to see. Obviously, I have a great relationship with Coach Prome and his staff, and when he got fired, I was obviously disappointed because of how much love I have for Coach. And then when TJ got the job, he called me rather quickly within like a week of getting the job, just to tell me that I'm still welcomed here, and understands that he didn't recruit me, he didn't coach me, but he cares about what I think, and he also wants to welcome me whenever I want to come and be here. So that meant the world to me. He's from Wisconsin, obviously, so obviously we knew a little bit about each other, but not a ton. And so for him to be here, see what he does and what he's done with this program is amazing, and it helps give me ammunition in the locker room, because we got some Big 12 guys, and so I get to talk trash to the Johnny Purpes and TJ McConnells and the Benedict Matherns. So that's a lot of fun. But to see what he's built here and what these guys have built here and what they'll continue to build moving forward is amazing, and just really thankful that he's a Cyclone, and thankful that I've been a part of this.
Hi, Tyrese. It seems like your relationship with George has grown, even though different eras and all that. And as a trash talker, he can't resist to give you, what does he call you, a drop out?
Drop out, yeah.
How would you describe your relationship and how it's grown, and just I want to say goofball, but he's talking trash with everybody.
Yeah. That's funny, because we were just at at dinner, and Coach Carlisle asked how we became so close, even though he's older than me. And I think Coach just George comes back every summer, so I met him in the summer. We struck up a relationship, and then when I went to USA between my freshman and sophomore year, and I joke with him that he didn't really care about me until he knew that I was going to the NBA. But we just became really close. We would talk like every week, if not bi-weekly. I have a vivid memory of losing to Iowa my sophomore year and going to the gym to work out after the game and being on FaceTime with him to vent my frustrations, and he just sat there and listened. But I think that's just part of the culture that he helped build here, to pay it forward. And I can genuinely say that man is my best friend. And we live together in the summers. We talk on FaceTime, it feels like every day. So he means a lot to me. And the fact that he's here really means a lot. I can't really put that into words because, he doesn't have to be here. We have busy schedules, and he has no reason to be here other than to show love to me. So that genuinely, it means the world to me. And I know we're not far off from 31 going in the rafters. And when that day happens, I will be here for sure. So he means a lot to me, and the fact that he's here means the world to me as well.
With Arizona here, you got anything going on with McConnell or Mathurin on this game?
Yeah. TJ was supposed to come with me, but had some family things come up, so he's not here today. But in the NBA, there's like an unwritten rule that if your colleges play each other, you have a $100 bet. So I'm down 100 right now, so I'd like for that to get even.
Yeah, Mathurin involved with that too?
Yeah, I mean, he says I owe him 100 too, but yeah, I get to him when I do. Yeah.
Tyrese, I'm sure you've been asked this question millions of times now, but when you think back to Paris, what is the most surreal moment that you have being with that team, winning a gold medal, as you kind of think back upon it?
Wow. I mean, there's a lot, but I think the most surreal moment for me, honestly, was like our first team meeting. If anybody's watched that Court of Gold doc on Netflix, you see that first team meeting we had, and to look around, and when Coach Kerr went up there, and I don't remember verbatim what he said, but he's like, when this is done, he's like, half the guys in here are already Hall of Famers if they retire today, and half of you guys, the other half will be. I was like, well, that's a crazy statement, but when you look around, you really realize that that's a true statement. And so for me to be a part of that means the world to me, and couldn't have dreamt of being a part of something like that. And it was a lot of fun for me. I learned a lot, got to pick those guys' brains and grow real relationships. Because in the NBA, you get to have relationships with guys, but a lot of times they're just, you get on the court at the same time, you say hello, say goodbye, how's the family, all those, the small talk. But I feel like that was the first time that I really got to spend, genuine time around a lot of those guys and grow real relationships. I mean, the one that I can put my finger on is my relationship with Steph. Like there was no relationship before I got to USA. Honestly, I in the back of my head, I thought he didn't like me, because we never spoke before. But come to find out, Steph Curry's like the nicest human being of all time. And we have dinner when we see each other these days before we play each other. So that's just like one of the many examples. But like I said, just means the world.
You were kind of the first in a line of Wisconsin recruits to come down here and do great things, and that pipeline's as strong as ever now. Like Xavier coming from Oshkosh. I mean, what's it like to see that pipeline continue and grow under TJ?
Well, I ain't the first. There was Matt Thomas before me.
Right.
There was Deontay Burton before me. There's been many guys before me. Honestly, that's a big part of the reason I came to school here. I vividly remember when I signed to come here, the Des Moines Register had a picture of like a drawn pipeline with Wisconsin and my face coming out at the end. I thought that was super. That was like the coolest thing ever when I was in high school. But it means a lot because I hope that I've been able to continue to grow something. I think people from Wisconsin see the success that I had here and the people before me have had, and I think that they want to continue that. People know Xavier I've known since he was like 9 years old, and so to see him breaking every record I ever had in high school is amazing to see, and I hope he comes here and shatters everything that I did and what others have done, as well. But it's interesting. I personally feel like if you live in Wisconsin, you'd rather go to Iowa State than Wisconsin. That's just how the cookie crumbles these days. And I think I'm a part of that. I think TJ's a part of that, and I think guys before me are a part of that as well. So it's cool to see, and it's cool to be a part of for sure.
Tyrese, what has it meant to you to see the fan support from Iowa State fans, even despite the fact that you didn't really finish college here?
Yeah. Well, that was a nice way to put it. Fans don't travel like Iowa State fans. It's just different. Cyclone fans are just different, the things that we do. And it's always cool. If I see somebody from Iowa State, I immediately strike up a conversation. I immediately want to sit and talk because of how much this place means to me. And I think that what I share with many Cyclone fans is the passion and the love that I have for this university. And, I feel like, it's hard to put into words because when we play in Denver here soon, I see that there's like the Iowa State alumni in Denver is already organizing a bunch of people to come to that game. I haven't played in Denver, I think, in 3 years. I've been hurt, unfortunately, the last couple times, and they still are always there for me, and that means the world to me. So whenever I see an Iowa State fan, it's always super cool to see. My plan is to go to Ireland with the football team this fall. Me and George are planning to do that together. Plan to come to the Iowa game for a football game this year. Any excuse I can find to come to Ames is important to me. And I have countless stories. Like when we were in London playing our exhibition games before the Olympics, there was a woman walking head to toe in Iowa State gear, and she had no idea who I was. But we struck up like a 5 to 10 minute conversation, and that was just the coolest thing to me because you feel like you see Iowa State everywhere. So it's always cool to see.
Last question.
All right, back here.
Yeah.
When you got the call that you were going to have a banner here at Hilton Coliseum, what was your initial reaction?
Yeah, I had a big smile. I was really excited because, like I said, I was only here 2 years, and so I kind of just came to peace with the fact that there'd probably be nothing of me in here. And understand, in my 2 years here, we weren't great. We were okay. We lost in the first round my freshman year, didn't go to the tournament my second year. So I understood that and kind of just was at peace with it. And me and Micah talk weekly, and so I thought we were just about to have a regular conversation. And when he told me, I was kind of shell shocked for a little bit because I didn't really believe it. And then Jamie followed up with a call, TJ followed up with a call, and so I don't know. It's hard to put into words because, like I said, this place really means a lot to me. I generally have a lot of love for this place. I've met some of my closest friends, the love of my life. I've met many of my close friends to this day here, and the memories I have just even pulling into Ames. I got a couple of my friends here with me today that I met, since I've gotten to the NBA, and just pointing at different buildings like that wasn't here when I was here. The bridge wasn't here when I was here. The student athlete huge building that looks amazing wasn't here when I was here. All the different things to see is super cool. And like I said, this place just means a lot to me. So the fact that I'm going to have something in this arena that's permanent in an amazing place like Hilton Coliseum, I wouldn't change that for the world. So I'm really thankful for this opportunity and thankful for the people who let this happen. And I'm really looking forward to today.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.